this last upload is going to be a bit more than just a week that I'm working on it. We are going to the next step. I've explained character design, storyline and everything. But of course you want to see how exactly you make one. Well, I'm going to show you the traditional media, but of course you can also make it in a digital way. It won't differ a lot. So we are first going to start up with a gag comic, mostly because it's a quick and easy thing to make and a fun start. So see you in the next frame. This is how a gag comic looks like before it's going to be edited or cut in half. Normally you make 2 gag comics on 1 piece of paper. If you're working digital, you can make 1 gag, but the size normally is, well, a split A3. So you would think that's an A4, that's correct. But somehow the measurements sometimes figure, that's not important. This is what you want to make. I will go further describing the materials. I won't make the examples I showed you, but I'm going to show you how you set up a comic. First, you need to have the gag ready, so you can see what kind of frame you use. You have between 2, well, 1 is also possible, but between the 2 and the 4 frames to make. I will make a 3 and a 4 frame gag comic. In order, I need to measure everything first. I want to have a 5mm margins, just like what you use in the programs Illustrator and InDesign, to make sure that if I scan it, I know how much of it is on the page. Also, a gag comic mostly has some kind of a logo printed on the left upper side of every page, so you also have some space to edit that on the computer, or maybe just draw this with the hand, whatever suits you better. Next up, you will see that I will draw everything in blue. This has a specific reason. Blue, also called non-repo blue or, well, invisible blue, isn't seen in the scanner. Some people say that when you press the blue hard enough that you see something in the scan, but I haven't had that experience yet. Some people also use a red pencil. I don't use a red pencil, and this is because I'm a very sloppy sketcher and I decide my final line with ink. So I first make a rough sketch with the blue, not pressing hard, then I make a more definitive line pressing the blue harder, and after that I just ink it. But every person has his own way to sketch and ink. There's also another way, and this is to draw out every frame or every image of the gag itself on a piece of paper. And when you have a light table, you can use that in order to see if the drawing is correct anatomically wise. You can do this by mirroring the image, so if you flip the drawing or hold the mirror against it, you can see if it's the right one or not, and you can edit it until it's perfect. You can also do this with a computer and use image rotation and a flip horizontal. So if you see anything off, you can edit this. I personally do this with a computer just because I think it works faster. That's just the way you want it to do. If you do the sketch with the pencil, with the light table, of course you need to put every frame also in blue with the light table itself. Or you can also edit it on the computer. If you have a A3 or a scanner that can print out bigger sizes of paper, you can use that to print it in the non-repo blue version. There are color arrangements to print it in non-repo blue. Non-repo blue is a very light blue, so if you do a really cyan kind of color, you will be sure that the scanner doesn't see the pencil lines whatsoever. So that's a bit of explanation how I work and how you can work. I've seen different ways, and this is just the one that is comfortable for me now. Maybe I will change it in the future, maybe not. At least this is how I do it. The non-repo blue isn't easy to erase, but if you put on in your mind what kind of lines are necessary for you, and you press harder to make the lines more clearer, which ones are definitive or not, it won't be a problem when drawing with the definitive lines with black. Now I'm going to show you the gags I've made for this video. And now we are going to start inking. First, I always start with the balloons. This gives a little bit more view in where the texts are going to be. This is a comic. I make the lines in the computer. So I also have comics that I write down the words, but this one is digital. The advantage of digital is that you can edit the text in other languages, or you can change what you wanted to write very easily. When you write it down, you either need to edit it in the computer and type it or whatever anyway, or you need to rewrite it altogether. It also gives more personality if you write down the text, because you can make your own handwriting, matter of speaking. But the reason I don't use handwriting with this one either is because it's a gag comic and the gags are small when printed. So the text really needs to be clear. So I use a big font to make it more readable for people, also for the ones who aren't able to see very well. These kinds of balloons are a bit squarey, but you can choose any kind of shape for balloons, what you want. For a gag comic, I use a very simplistic style that has not much detail. Of course, you can do it somewhat more detailed, but also because it's printed very small, having a very detailed comic just takes away the purpose of the comic itself. This is a funny comic, so you need to have expression and very clear actions. It's also a bit of a fantasy comic, and this makes that it's somewhat more dynamic than just a straight up line kind of gag. something black. When you have bigger parts that you want to make black, I always use a brush. Do notice that you use the right brush. The brush I'm using right now is the wrong brush. If you look closely, you can see it's a bit sloppy. The brush I'm getting now is the right brush. It has a very sharp point, which makes it able that you can make small parts black. This is an old one because I don't use new pencils to make things black. Pencils are very fragile and after cleaning you can only use them a limited amount of time. Making things black isn't a thing that I want to use with a new pencil. So I always keep my old pencils in order to use it to make things black. Well, this is how I make a comic. After you finish yours, scan it in, whether it's a small or big size. If you don't have the opportunity to scan it in a large kind of way, you can also take a photograph and edit it in the Photoshop or other kind of program you use for it. You can do this by editing the contrast. I hope you learned a lot from it, and I will see you in the next video. Then we will go further in how to make a comic part 5. This will be the final part, which I will show you how to make more dynamic kind of comics in a more advanced kind of way. Leave a comment, leave a like, and let me know how your progress goes. Thank you very much.